welcome. It's the new year, and we all know what that means. Resolutions, time for a fresh start. I thought this month it'd be a good moment to talk about habits and motivation with clients. This is probably the number one question I get from students. How do I get my client to do the practices I gave them? Or why isn't my client doing the practices I gave them? Since we yogis can always look within for at least the start of an answer, that's what I'd like us to do right now. Do we always do what we intend? When we do, why do we do what we intend? And when we don't, why? Motivation and habits are deeply related. We are motivated, say, by negative input, discomfort, pain, some sort of suffering, or we're motivated by a positive influence, a desire, say, for more fun, or to know ourselves more, a stronger, more functional body, an idea we read. But either way, we have that initial spark. That, however, doesn't actually create change. The movement that occurs after that is dictated by the mind. In a more general way, as the Yoga Sutras say, by our innate desire for the thing. And as science says, by our habit mind. So how much do we really want it? And how used to doing the things that would get us there are we? Those are the two questions. So the reason the New Year is important is because it is a marker, and in a way, it's a ritual. Maybe every New Year, we see it as a fresh beginning, and we take a look at ourselves. Ritual is huge in yoga. Our practice itself is a ritual we perform, and we have different rituals attached to it as well, chanting, bowing, etc. Rituals are habits. We create habits, say in yoga, directing our awareness to the breath, and the more we do it, the easier it gets. And we get used to it, and then we want it more because we feel the outcome, which, say, with the breath is less anxiety, and we create this kind of habit cycle. We've all experienced this. So we know this, but somehow with our clients, we forget. We ask them to do a breathing exercise once a day to reduce stress. The client thinks it's a great idea and then doesn't do it. Why? Because it's not a habit. And even though they experienced, the reduction of stress and it was effective when we taught it to them, and even though they have that spark, they don't want to feel stressed, they showed up to work with us, they just didn't make time for it. If this sounds familiar, it's because we all do this sometimes. So habit change researchers have figured out this obvious fact. New habits are hard to form. This is the big aha. The brain is wired for a more status quo type of situation. It's really good at doing the same thing over and over and not doing new things over and over, which is good because eating and brushing our teeth and getting to work and sleeping are important, and bad because worrying about 5,000 things a day isn't very productive. So what do? What's been discovered is a little bit of a hack. Attach a new habit to an old one. Use the neural pathway that's already there, ride it to success. So chanting before you brush your teeth is going to be way easier than remembering to do it in the afternoon sometime when you have a minute. Meditating after you go running, if that's your habit, will more likely happen than saying, I'm going to meditate sometime in the morning. So if we remember this with ourselves, and if we remember this with our clients, we're going to have a much better chance of success. We're asking too much to form a new habit and stick to it out of nowhere. And if you don't believe me, ask any gym owner. 1,000 people per month go in January, and only 100 a month are going by April. It's that stark. So attach that new yoga practice to something that's been in that mind for years and watch your success rates rise. May our intentions become a reality that uplifts us all. Thanks for listening. Om Shanti. Om Peace.